I get this a lot though, that people hate me. I would like single out myself कि आओ मेरी
मुझे
बजाओ.
बताओ, what do people take your case on usually, Darsheel?
Everything, ma'am.
Oh,
My
really?
existence.
So what did you guys discover about each other?
His first impression is terrible, and he's a really talented palm reader.
Hey, stop it. These are the things you're not supposed to. इनका first impression मैं बहुत डर गया था. पहले तो मुझे लगा ये इंडियन नहीं है.
Give me one iconic dialogue from the film Delhi Belly.
Oh no.
अरे ये तो टट्टी है.
I don't even know what to make up at this point.
I'm assuming neither of you were gamers. So
You're assuming I'm not a gamer.
I'm assuming. It's a show called Gamer Log and it's going to be on Amazon MX Player very, very soon. This is Just Too Filmy. I'm Rotox and I think that if it's called Gamer Log, then we start with games, guys.
I like it. Yes.
Anjali,
on.
Darsheel, these are not going to be easy questions.
Oh God.
But they're going to be Just Too Filmy questions.
Done. Ready.
Done? Which film is the famous Vicky Kaushal song Husn Tera Tauba Tauba from?
It's that one with Tripti, right?
Yes.
Wow.
This is
Okay.
not going well.
You've caught me off guard.
Wait, what's it called? Oh God, it was so.
It's because of Anjali I can't think of anything.
I
right
can
now.
imagine.
She's a distracting woman.
It's called.
This was a trick question, guys, because nobody remembers the name of the film. It's a
Ouch.
film called Bad News.
Bad
And
News.
they have to do better.
Bad
The film had to do
News.
better.
Oh, yes.
I'm sorry.
All right, the
sorry.
next one could be easier. Okay.
Oh my God.
What film was Ayushmann Khurrana's debut film?
Vicky don't know.
Not bad.
See, I actually knew that one too. You just.
Why
much
didn't you say
faster
it?
than- Because you were really fast.
So you can be faster.
All right, so we have one for Darsheel.
Okay.
And you gotta buck up. Complete the lyrics.
Oh no.
देखो इन्हें ये है ओस की बूंदे. She's like,
Can
what
I?
song is this?
Can I? You let me know only, then I'll go ahead. पत्तों की गोद में आसमां से.
क्या बात है, क्या बात है. It's very nostalgic, this trip, because it is from his
Okay,
film.
I'll not take the point on this.
No, it's fine. No. You are winning fair and square. Let's do this.
Oh.
Give me one iconic dialogue from the film Delhi Belly.
Oh no.
अरे ये तो टट्टी है.
अरे क्या बात है. Give me a 5. Well done. 3 Darsheel. Anjali, maybe you'll
I'm
get
not
the next
actually that good. It's just that it's just clicking.
one. It's just clicking.
I'm really bad at this
Sorry.
game.
It's okay. In the beginning of this game, I already knew I was going to suffer. Okay, come, let's do this.
Which iconic film has the characters Murad, Safina and MC Sher?
Gully Boy.
Continue.
4-0. Which iconic Amitabh Bachchan film completes 50 years this year?
Oh my God. 2025. Sholay.
Sholay is the right answer. Wow, well done. Clearly, this is not the game Anjali is participating in her show. all
Oh
right?
my God.
She's
It's just my
actually
day
their
today.
mentor.
I'm actually not that good.
You're
Trust
so good at this.
This is a question only for Anjali.
Oh God.
Which iconic SRK film shows him on the Brooklyn Bridge singing a song?
Oh my God.
You can ask me for help.
Lifeline.
Pakka? Do I get the point?
Where was he in the States? It's not like Kal Ho Na Ho.
It is.
Come on!
Why are you second guessing yourself? Anjali's in the game, guys. 5-1 is the score. 5-1
That's
is
right.
the score.
But that 1 is equal to 5.
Which actor played the iconic character of Bhikku Matre?
Oh shit. Oh God.
Can you give us a hint?
Christ.
It was in a
Bhikku
film
Matre.
called Satya.
Manoj Vajpayee.
Manojji. Manojji is the right answer.
Manoj
Well
Vajpayee.
done. Now this is a question just for Anjali. Anjali, wrong answers only. Okay.
Brush up on
Okay,
my
this is going to be
trivia.
fun because you got to give me wrong answers only.
Okay.
There is
That might be easy actually.
a very interesting connection between Darsheel Safary and Salman Rushdie. Make it up.
I don't even know what to make up at this point. Their uncle and nephew.
Nephew. Yeah, could be, right?
Yes.
Close.
Do you want to tell her your actual connection with Salman Rushdie?
You don't know this?
I have absolutely no idea.
So it's a book he wrote. It's called Midnight Children, and I did the film version of
Oh,
that. I
right.
played younger Salim Salai with the big nose. And
Oh my God. Getting to know each other thanks to an interview. Guys, welcome to Just Too Filmy. Hi Anjali,
So
welcome,
sorry, I
welcome.
was so bad at this game. Oh my god.
But
I am sorry as well.
if you had to actually whoop his ass in something, what game would that be?
It would be maybe a singing game.
Oh, really? Okay then.
You wanna,
Don't make us do it now, though.
You all
I put
will.
my own foot in my mouth.
But here's my point. For those who may not know the Salim Sinai connection for Darsheel Safary, you might not know that you actually come from a legacy of singing, and that's so beautiful because
Yes.
Chitra ma'am's voice, and it's wonderful. Do you want to tell my audience a little about that?
It's the voice of an angel. I'm being honest.
My mother does have the voice of an angel. Her name is Chitraya. She's a playback singer in the South, and she is the whole reason I'm a singer and actor and artist. I basically get everything from my mama.
Got it from her mama, guys. But yeah, it's amazing. So what did you guys discover about each other? Because I think this is the first time you might have interfaced professionally.
Yes.
Yes.
You want to take this?
Yeah, okay.
So cute. I love that.
I discovered that Darsheel, like, his first impression is terrible, but from his second impression onwards, he just gradually becomes more and more and more and more and more likable. He's just such a wonderful person. I have very good things to say about
But
him.
why the first impression was terrible?
Because when I first met you, I didn't know if you were like hazing me or like what was up with that attitude.
I was just talking to you about anime. I found out she loves anime.
No,
So
it
I
wasn't
was
that. It was the way you came up and you were like, hi. You know? It was like,
just said,
How did
okay.
he said
I never did hi. I didn't do hi. I can't do
It
that.
was like a hi.
But yeah, I get this a lot though. That people hate me in their first. The
I didn't
first
hate
time.
him. I didn't hate
Yeah.
him. I was just like, wow, he comes off as being a bit, mean.
Mean, okay.
And so I went up with my walls way up right after that interaction. But then he ended up being really, really sweet. And he's a really talented palm reader.
Stop it. These are the things you're not supposed to. These are my hidden talents.
I'm
And
sorry to say,
then
but that is shit
he's-
magnet
he's
behavior.
like-
Oh, God.
He's a really talented dancer, and he had this knack of bringing the entire cast and crew as like a family together. Like
Yeah.
he
Because I was the sole reason to take, like, kiska bhi case, whoever wants to take my case, I would like single it out myself. Ki aao, meri
मुझे
bajao.
बताओ, what do people take your case on usually, Darsheel?
Everything, ma'am.
Oh,
My
really?
existence. It's so easy to take my case. I kid you not. It's so easy to just make up a story and just to get the audiences on the opposite side. So that's always been the scene for the 35 days of 2024 that I've experienced. But I miss it.
Oh my God.
That's
yeah.
only because it, like she said, it felt like a family.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do want to ask both of you all because both
Wait,
of you
my first impression of Anjali is
okay, go
pending.
for it.
Oh,
Interview
My
ये कर रहे
first-
हैं.
नहीं, but no, आपने पूछा कि
हाँ जी।
दोनों का, तो इनका first impression मैं बहुत डर गया था. पहले तो मुझे लगा ये इंडियन नहीं है.
Oh,
So because like she had come and she has this expression of like this point blank, she'll look into your soul with those eyes and I'll be like, okay, क्या मैंने कुछ बोला? Like you become hyper conscious.
correct.
And then I had so many things in my mind because I'd read the script and I'd done so much like uske pehle, so I'd visualized a lot of things. So I was like, ठीक है, I have to navigate around this. And then I was asking her too many questions and I had really puckered her. Like her eyes went from here to here by the end of our conversation. I think that's what bored her a lot. But then we jammed on anime, I remember, because she watches anime a lot more than I do. But I do know a lot about anime. So we jammed a bit on that and I thought that would be a good start to start geeking out on stuff together.
That's
I mean, it's
amazing.
cool to have similar interests, right?
Absolutely.
And then on set, I would just try and find some ways of annoying her and irritating her and playing with her curls also.
we both learned the Rubik's Cube together.
She learnt it.
He's really terrible at it.
she
He's like
learns.
surprisingly bad at the Rubik's Cube.
Oh my God.
The thing is, I'm just extremely lazy at the easiest things.
1 second, wasn't it a part of your film?
I don't want to talk about the Rubik's Cube right now because the thing is that, but that was more of the gist of how we used to be. And honestly, there was one day where I fell for her, where she was singing. I was outside the Vanity Van, unfortunately. I was on call. Intense phone conversation. And in the room, for some reason, the boys have convinced her to sing. And then this voice comes out, and I'm like, okay. The volume in my, like, on my call just reduces, and I'm like, what am I listening to? And I just shut my eyes. And then Akash comes out and he's like, bro, I'm in love. And I'm like, so am I, bro. What was that? And we all fell, you know. And the good part about her is that she's a great listener. So very good for a talker like me who talks too much.
So am I actually right
Yes. So we both will enjoy her company a lot.
now. Of course, of course.
So,
But it's lovely.
Yeah,
It's
but
lovely.
she's also a scary little woman. Kidding.
Yeah.
Kidding.
I'm like a cat. My personality is 100% cat.
Yes.
Yeah. You come to me, I'm not coming to you. And don't touch me.
Yeah.
Very true. Don't touch me.
No, I was, you know, when I was thinking of the two of y'all, because I wanted to talk to the both of you. You because we met before, and you because we met before. There's some familiarity. I wanted to ask each of you what it's like to have a massive success. And then after that, okay, what happens to actors who've seen insane success? Okay. How hard is it or how easy is it? Because people now know you. They saw your amazing performance in class. They hold you to it. Okay, so does that make things easy? And similarly with you, I feel like you've had quite a ride for yourself. I loved you recently in Phule. I thought that was a very fabulous
Thank you.
performance. And I think that you are also in the midst of finding a new voice for yourself, Darsheel, and I can see that. So
Thank
talk to
you.
us about that, please.
I think a part of this that helped me was not knowing what success means. And I never went, I was too lazy or busy or whatever you want to say to go and actually find out what these things are. And I thank God for not letting me know about these things. I just remember the reception that I received from the audiences. I remember the vibe, the feeling, the emotion. I have had parents holding me like I was their son. I've had grandparents like protecting me, like I've lived with them all my life.
Yeah.
I've become every household's mom's beta.
Yeah.
So those things really, really helped me, really pampered me. You think about success and fame and this is baad ka.
बिल्कुल.
तो अभी का जो होता है ना,
पहले
is
काम.
आपका कैमरा के सामने तुम जो कर रहे हो उस पे ध्यान दो.
बिल्कुल.
तुम्हारा ये सब होने वाला है. वो ये फिल्मों में सुनते हो तो people take it for granted. But trust me, this is the truth. Blindly follow it. Just focus on your work.
Beautiful.
सब हो जाएगा.
It's also an interesting time we're meeting because there's so much chat about your first film.
Yeah.
You know, in the wake of Taare coming up.
Yes.
And I think that that's also interesting because I think our memories are alive again. So are your memories alive as well right now? And it's interesting because you're promoting at the same time. I mean, for me, it's a personal win.
Yeah, it is. I feel this is some alternate universe, multiverse thing happening. I don't know. The core idea is to share a story with the audiences and make them feel a particular emotion or many emotions together. Be it through Gamer Log, be it through Taare Zameen Par, be it through anything. You look at it in that way that you have to do your job as an actor and you have to do it well. I mean, try to do it well. And then hope that the audiences like it or don't like it. I don't know about this cosmic timing ke kab kaise hua hai.
Yeah.
I feel I leave it out. Then I forget, I don't think about it. Then it just makes my life much more easier when I don't think about these things. I feel that जो हुआ अच्छे के लिए होता है, जो नहीं होता अच्छे के लिए उसमें से सीख के you can move forward.
Yeah. What was it like for you? I think class did a lot. It was the sort of sleeper hit actually.
Yeah.
No one expected it.
No one expected
We had a blast when we promoted it, I remember, because there were so many of you and it
Yeah.
was really, really fun. But I think it was deep and serious. And it also showed us like the real sort of lives of kids in our country. And I
Yeah.
think that was irreplaceable. So what did that give you? And did it give you everything you wanted? And that's my question because I feel like success sometimes is a trap.
Of course, class did really well, and it was so overwhelming and wonderful for all of us. And I think all of us walked away from that experiencing thinking, oh, now we got it in the bag. Like everything's going to start coming our way. Who's not going to want to work with us? I mean, come on. We were in class, right? But we were humbled very quickly and shown, brought back down to earth and shown that, hey, even if you have done something that has, garnered a certain amount of success, hard work is still what you gotta abide by. You have to be of a certain privilege privileged class to be handed things so easily. Just because one thing worked out doesn't mean everything has to work out. And that is kind of what I walked away with. And I guess it just made me realize that I need to work so much harder. So I think that's what I kind of learned from that whole experience.
Amazing, amazing. We have very little time, but I do want to ask you, for a show that's not naturally, they say cast these days, if somebody is gay, then cast a gay character, right? Or a gay person to play that character. I'm assuming neither of you were gamers. So
You're assuming I'm not a gamer?
I'm assuming. We wouldn't know unless you tell us.
No, that's cool.
So I want to ask you, did you learn, to be a gamer, or did you learn something around the way, or were you already doing this, but wo tumhara pastime tha, jo ab you got a chance to actually make it shine?
I'll tell you something interesting actually. So I reacted like that because you're the first person who said that I'm not a gamer. I mean, I don't look like a gamer. For me, what happened was, there was a certain unlearning I had to do with this. So when we were trying to approach the gaming aspect of it, when I'm in front of the monitor, we tried to make it as easy to understand as possible. Now coming to the second part, is that the show is not necessarily just gaming. It might be called Gamer Log. It is more about the people. It's more about, in fact, in the middle you'll forget the name of the show. You will get lost in the characters. That's what had happened with me when I had seen some rushes or whatever, even the trailer and whatever. I was like, this is more than just a gaming, typical niche, whatever show. This is more of a journey and experience of just understanding what being in a group can do to you. And I feel that is nothing more is encouraging for not just actors like Anjali and I, because we are looking for that somewhere in our lives. But to be a part of it and then to propagate that to the audiences, you, everybody, I think that just makes us feel absolutely lucky.
So my question is, are you a gamer or no?
I'm actually not a gamer at all.
Thank you.
He's a gamer.
Thank you.
No, he's a gamer. I am not a gamer.
Okay.
In fact, this show was my first proper
brush with
introduction
this,
into the esports arena.
Yeah.
And yes, before we started off, Darsheel was nice enough to invite me along with him and the rest
I was
of
not
the
nice.
cast.
I just wanted you to join me.
And they took me to like a gaming parlor and taught me the ropes and what to do with which hand and like what buttons to be pressing.
He had one question
how to
throughout
move the
through the
mouse.
headphones, okay? And this is how I'll show it to you exactly, okay? So now we're playing, right? We're in this position.
Correct.
And she's right next to me. And then there would suddenly just be a tap, okay, on me like this. So I'll be like, yeah, what happened? And she's like, why are we doing this? This is all that she used to ask.
Good question.
And that's so,
a question I would ask.
That's so pure and so innocent.
Why-
and I
why
used to
are we
be
doing
like,
this? Yeah.
I do think about this, but just go for it. In the moment we're just playing a game. And after watching what she did, and after I believe even she felt the same thing, that I think the biggest achievement is for a non-gamer to play a gaming-driven, badass, sick leader character.
So the other thing that Darsheel made sure to do was he sent me so many videos of live streamers.
Yes.
Just so that I understood the body language, the way that they express themselves, the way they talk throughout the game, and the kinds of things they say, what each abbreviation and term means, and all of that stuff. So I had a lot of support. And most of the people in the cast are people who love to game.
Who love to game, yeah. How
Who
nice.
doesn't?
Sometimes they say you got to learn how to horse ride, sometimes you learn how to swim, but this show actually made them, enter the arena, as you said, esports. That's something I learned on the way today. But it's amazing. It's amazing how much the movies can actually teach you. So along the way, I hope to see you again. And maybe you'll teach me something the next time. For right now, I wish you luck with the show.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for dropping by.
Thank you
You
so
have a very
much.
calming vibe,
You really do.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
It made me even more jumpy.
Hi guys, I'm Anjali Sivaraman.
Hi, I'm Darsheel Safary.
And we are on
Just Too Filmy. Please subscribe. And don't forget to watch Gamer Log only on Amazon MX Player for free.
for free.